Grand Rising, everybody. I hope you are having a grantastic rising. I want you guys to know that today you need to be happy. I love bees. Bees have always been a present, um, what can I say? A presence in my life, should I say. A presence in my life. And I love bees. I just love them. They are the essence that is here that creates everything. They are the sauce. They are the drip. They are everything. So that is the reason why I connect with bees the way that I do, because I truly understand their part that they play here. All right, you guys. So today I chose to embark on the perfect journey of myself. Being perfect within myself. It doesn't mean that this is something that I am trying to be. I already am that. And I know that I may receive backlash. But let me tell you, I have been guided and also led to a lot of Dolores Cannon's videos and lectures and her messages that she receives from the other side through hypnosis. And that is what she does. She connects to the subconscious. So I heard about her years back, I would say, when I first came on my journey. It was in 2019. And I wasn't able to ever just sit down and listen to her because it wasn't the time. You know, I was in search of information, and not the information that she was giving me during that time, because I was not that being that I needed to be then that I am now. I've been receiving this message for a while now about us being these perfect beings, and through listening and binge watching Dolores's seminars and lectures, she let her people know, the people that came to see her, that the subconscious, God itself, said that Earth was created to be perfect. We were perfect people. We are perfect people. It was never supposed to be any type of flaws here. We were created simply to create here on Earth. And that piece hit me. It struck me because I was receiving this message for years now. And I dropped it off. I said, okay, it's not possible for us to be perfect. You know why? Because of all of the information that's flying around telling us that we're not perfect beings, right? So let me tell you how let me tell you how the universe works. Let me tell you how things will come back to you when you are ready to open yourself to the knowing of these things, and not run away from it or not be afraid of it because you are in fear of being, what is the word, ridiculed by these things that you're receiving. A lot of the times we receive, I'm gonna let the airplane go past. A lot of the times we receive messages all the time that tell us that these are things that we need to speak out. These are things that we need to first accept and then transfer those messages, speak those messages, spread the word, right? And we're afraid to approach it. We're afraid to even accept it. But when it's time to, when you get ready, when you are put in situations, experiences in your life that triggers that part of you that is ready, you have to get to a point where you're tired now. We are those beings, right? We have to get to a point where we are tired. of experiencing something over and over again before we get it, before we have this epiphany, this aha moment, right? So during this time right now, that is that moment for me. I wake up, I rise up. When my spirit enters back into my body, I rise up. And the first thing that my mind wants to do is to race about things that are imperfect within me. And we all have those days, right? And the only way that this morning I questioned myself about that, and I say, am I telling myself those things, or is that just the energy here when I place my feet down on the floorboards of my home, when I place my feet down on the ground of earth? There's two different feelings that I feel. And I know this because I ground a lot. I come out and I place my feet down on earth, and I place my feet down on the floorboards of my home. There's two different energies. So when this happens to me, this morning when it happened to me, I said, why or what is telling me that? Is anything in me, is my heart telling me that I'm imperfect? That something is wrong with me? That I am the issue, or that I am the problem? Or that I have those things? And I couldn't find a voice that spoke that back to me within myself. And that is when I knew that I needed to accept the fact that, yes, I am, and was created to be the perfect being that I am. And to stop trying to find fault within myself, or imperfection, or blame, or cause, or reason to be imperfect, when I was created just for that reason. So this was a different message today that I wanted to ask the universe, to ask God about today. And God kept saying to me, the universe kept saying to me, who told you that you were imperfect? Who told you that? Who told you that? The only thing that we are asked to do here is to create, and also to eat well, to treat ourselves well. To eat what is provided here for us. To grow, to nurture, to expand. To push our creativity to the max. And we have no max. We have no cap, by the way. There is no limit to what we can create. There is no limit to what we can experience here. This is the perfect planet. Dolores said that what caused this planet, the planet, to be imperfect, what caused the people to experience these feelings or waves of imperfection, is when the asteroid hit Earth. And when the asteroid hit Earth, it brought in virus. It brought in bacteria, she said, bacteria that caused damage within the planet and also within the people here. And they were faced with whether or not they were going to wipe out Earth altogether, because they had did it twice before, I believe. They wiped out Earth. But this time, they were heartbroken about it. They were extremely heartbroken, and they didn't want to wipe us out. They did not want to hurt us. They never do. That is not why we're here, to hurt, to be damaged, or to go through extreme traumatic life events or experiences. That's not what we're here for. They didn't create us for that. We were not created to do that to each other as well. But they were heartbroken about it. And they were faced with the decision to wipe us out, wipe out Earth, and recreate Earth all over again, or whether or not they wanted to see what we could do in order to, feels like I'm getting bit by a mosquito out here, I probably am, but what we could do in order to correct the issue, what our consciousness, what our minds, would do, or what us as a people, as a group, as a collective, whether or not we would work together to find a way to clear this out, clear the bacteria up, should I say. This brings me back to 2020 when COVID came, right? It felt like to me like that was when the actual whitehead, exploded, right? You know how you get these bumps on your face, and these bumps, you feel it forming, it starts to itch under the surface, your face turns red, and there's inflammation around the side of the bump, and then all of a sudden you'll wake up one day and you will see a dot right in the middle. 2020 was when the bump exploded, and that was when we had that breakout, that virus, right? And the virus created pandemic amongst, everyone. So that was when we had a purge, we had a release. And the purge is what I call when our helpers help to clean up the planet. We see those things as devastating. We see those things as hurtful. We see these extreme events that's happening, especially when it's a loss of loved ones, right? And it's not a loss. They're transcending. They're going to places that we are all going to experience one day too. But some of them, these ones that left here, came right back here in the form of consciousness, in the form of better health for us, in the form of different air, in the form of the cleanup. Truly, that's what I'm getting, a healthier environment. Not to say that they were sacrifices, but they were, and they did sign up to come back here, to transcend and to come back here, or to ascend and to come back here as part of the awakening of the cleanup process, to be transformed into another being, another cell, a different form here to help raise us up here, to clean up, to give that awareness that it's time to truly clean up, Earth, to clean up ourselves. Because if you don't know that you are imperfect, guess what? You won't make imperfect choices. You won't make imperfect decisions. You won't do things imperfectly in the namesake of being imperfect, right? So that is all we know. So some of them were sent back here to be messengers to let us know that, look, there's nothing wrong with you. You have to spread the message. You have to tell people. They're in your ear whispering. You have to tell people there is nothing wrong with you. But what you need to do is to make sure that you provide a safer environment for Earth herself. Earth has a heartbeat. Earth is alive. Those are the things that happened in the past couple of years, from 2020 up until this point. We are in the new Earth phase, right? Because all of the souls that left, and they were transformed into different things. A lot of people received messages. A lot of people received epiphanies. A lot of people awakened The new earth was activated through those that ascended. But we're in the cleanup process. We're in the new earth, should I say. This is really, wow. I don't know exactly what I just experienced or saw, but it just flew across here. And it was a little white looking orb. That's what it was. But yeah. What happened here and what is happening here is that we are remembering that we are perfect. And I don't care about receiving backlash. I don't care about anyone saying, oh, this girl has lost it. I don't care what anyone says. You're going to experience this in your own timing. There is no time limit to experience your perfection because there is no time. There is nothing here that says that we are to be on a time schedule. Okay? The thing that I wanted to jump to was that we have what Earth is called, and what we have is called a Toroidus, what is it? It's called a Toroidus electromagnetic field, right? What is happening is that our hearts are being cleaned up. Our hearts are being placed back to where it was in the beginning. Your heart is pure, and your heart has a magnetic field that sends out information and also energy, feelings, thoughts. Your electromagnetic field, your toroidus electromagnetic field, can push out these informations, these emotions, these thoughts, these feelings 5 miles out from you. The heart has a brain of its own. It has thoughts, it has emotions, it has feelings. And so does Earth heart as well. And it is time to start to come together at this point, is what I'm hearing. It's time for us to get on the same rhythm as Earth's heartbeat. To get back on the part of us that is real, that is raw, that is true, right? They're always telling us about our heart and that we create from heart space, and that is true. That's why we were created. We were created through love. They love us so much. They love us so much that they created us to be imperfect. They created us to be perfect. Not imperfect, to be perfect. That we wouldn't have problems. We wouldn't ever get sick. We wouldn't ever think a bad thought about ourselves or reflect in that way or even know what imperfection was. That right there, I got it today. I got it today, and I'm very aware of my toroidus field now. When I place my feet down, when I rise up in the morning, I'm aware of that. This is something I'll never forget because it is me. I have been activated to remember me, to remember that I was created perfect, whole, well, and that there is nothing in me that tells me that I am any different. I don't care what has been made up so far as, see, my throat chakra is acting up because this is a message that I've always been afraid to speak out. as I said before, right? I don't care what any gurus before me has said, or has been channeled, or has experienced. What it all leads back to, and also boils back down to, is you accepting yourself in every different type of spirituality, every different type of ideology. It leads back to two things: accepting of self, and also your heart, to create from your heart, to live through your heart, to experience your heart. The only two things. And also wholeness, being one, becoming back to being one. And those things are your heart and you, excuse me, and you remembering that you are these perfect beings. Acceptance of self. As I said, I'm going to pull some cards here in a second to shed light on this situation for you guys, because some people at this point in their lives still need to see to believe when you are already experiencing yourself. Let's pull the cards and see. This message was sponsored by Earth. The star. The star. You know, in our human minds, we say the star is, or it means healing, right? And then on the flip side, it means wish fulfillment. It means that you are at your highest peak in life, and that you are about to receive all of what you have been working hard to receive, right? Do you see on this card how she is naked? Whatever this being is, we don't know the actual, well, she has boobs, so she has a breast. So it is a woman here in this card. But she looks like she is in the garden, right? And this is what Earth was. This is what Earth was when they say the Garden of Eden or heaven. This is what Earth is and was. It was created to be just that, right? But here today, as I said, I wanted to pull a message. I wanted to pull the card to further let you guys know that we are perfectly aligned, that the stars are aligning at this point, and that what you should listen to is yourself during this time of being the perfect being that you are, and helping to raise awareness of that, and to also cleaning up the earth. Your job here is to just be and create, to help Earth become its best and brightest, and you know, add to the best experience of Earth, because other souls are going to come here that have not been here before, and we want them to experience their best experience. We're not here just for ourselves. We're not creating just for ourselves. We are creating for millions and trillions and however long, you know, Earth is going to be here. Other life forms to come here, other beings to come, other souls that have not got a chance to come here yet. This is what we are here for. You know, when we think about that, we think about, oh, we're getting Earth ready for our children, right? If you are to have children here. We have to get Earth ready for the next generation. You're right. The next generation of souls that are coming here. You are absolutely correct. That is what we are here for. An act of service to the other souls that's going to come here and experience this life and be awed, or either they're going to come here and feel like they fell from grace, fell from heaven, and just want to go back home. We don't want them to experience that. We want them to experience their best life, their best self, to make it easier for them, to help them come in easier, to help universe, which is woman, womb man, right? To have an easier birthing process. We have harder births now because of the density of Earth, how clouded it is with negativity, and we don't have these easy births that we are supposed to experience here. If it is our creations that we are creating, right, then why is it not an easy transition? Why are we experiencing such harsh births? Why are we not in our homes is what I'm hearing. This was a great message for today, and I'm going to get a Work Your Light oracle for us to further assist us in this message today, right? Because, we love our cards. I love cards. I want you guys to see that I am over here. I don't have to shuffle much. The deck is already set the way that it's supposed to be, and the reason why is because, and I just like to shuffle. The reason why is because the energy has already set itself already from the last time I touched my cards. But I just love to shuffle. I love cards. So I love to shuffle. Alright, so let's get ready. We receive one card to collaborate this message. And what do we have? Let's see what we got here. So we have Dance with Life. Do something to change your energy. Beautiful, right? Do something to change your energy. Didn't I say that we are all going through this change right now? And that we are experiencing the change. At the bottom of the deck we have Pleiades, double mission. It says channeling and uplifting humanity. I'm doing my part today as remembering myself and knowing myself as the perfect being and spreading that message. What are you going to do with this message today? I'm going to read off what this card says, and I'm also going to read Pleiades as well. Okay? Do something to change your energy. This is a So Pleiades came up first. It says double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. It says the Pleiades are a group of star beings dedicated to raising the vibration of the planet and sharing new consciousness through creation and technology. They have been incarnating on Earth since near the beginning of humanity. You are a soul who has a double mission to grow at soul level and to raise the vibration of the planet. If you have been called to write, speak, or channel, this is your sign to keep doing it. Your work is divinely guided. All of the souls, the ladies, and the chatties. And so perhaps you have already started channeling some of the work into the third dimension. Thank you for doing your part in the great plan. Your presence and unique light is needed. It says to work your light mission. It says hold this card upon your heart and say, I call upon Pleiades consciousness of the highest realm and highest good of humanity to work through me. Let me be a channel for only the purest light of the essence of source. Let me channel in a way that also serves me. So let me get to the other message here. Dance with life. It says to do something to change your energy. It says life is always moving. If you resist the ever-changing flow, your energy will become stagnant and you will fall out of the flow with the universe. The universe has a mysterious, intelligent force, a natural rhythmic beat. Do you hear that? They said today get on the same rhythm as Earth, right? It says a natural rhythmic beat which governs all of life. One of the best ways to shift your energy, frequency, and vibration is to put on some music and dance along with it. When we dance unrestrained, our spirit takes over. And with each bop, sway, and kick, we are rolled back into harmony with the rest of life. We get unstuck by doing something that shifts your vibration. Put on some music, dance unrestrained, and fall into the frequency of life. In doing so, your body will begin to learn how to be moved by your intuition, which is connected with your somatic beat. If dancing isn't your thing, then simply do something that would not usually. Okay, it says if dancing isn't your thing, then simply do something that you would not usually do to shift the energy. You cannot solve a problem with the same mind that created it, and you cannot attract a different experience without changing your energy first. It's time to shift things up and to find a way to dance along with life, to dance along with the beat of life. The work your light activation, it says do something to change your energy. I don't know a better message than you being perfect beings. This was a perfect message today. Take it how it resonates to you, but it resonates to everybody because guess what? You were created to be a perfect being and you still are. Don't believe it. If you don't want to, don't believe it. But it is time to know it. It is time to live it. Alright, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed yourself today. And as always, have a grantastic rising.